You watch Love is Blind. Nobody's really ugly, right? Like even somebody who's not attractive, they're not ugly.
Any priest I've ever seen, some of the worst bodies.
I like my salad drenched in dressing. Like I want it to be like swimming.
My wife said, you know, you're not like a thespian to me.
Battlefield priest.
I've been eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot, and as a 32-year-old man, I can tell you, shouldn't be eating that.
Build a fucking wall. They're trying to keep the Mexicans out. Why don't they try to fucking keep the fucking hurricanes out, dude?
You know how much I love making mistakes.
Hey, do me a favor.
Just in this.
Just live, dude. Part of his retainer and like helping her win the case, he accepted a blowjob as like payment. Well, he didn't accept it. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the UFC fucking podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Don't Be Sorry.
Welcome back to Don't Be Sorry. We're sorry that we're back. We're fucking sorry to be back.
It turns out we fucking hate doing this, dude. Who are we doing it for? Nobody's watching the fucking pod.
Literally fighting with each other for no human beings.
We're like fucking 400 kilometers from each other fighting over nothing. It's literally
You guys should do the podcast together. Shut up, wife.
You guys should really fucking get in person and do the podcast.
Honestly,
together.
I would love to buy a Tesla flamethrower because I have a use for it. My wife now, all she watches is The Basement Yard. I'm just sitting like, oh, they're funny, eh? Great. Gonna go record my shit. Fucking thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the support, D.
God. She's like, they're so funny.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, yeah, no, I know. Thanks.
We know people are funny.
I know people are
We
funny,
get it.
too. The other, like, months and months ago, my wife said, you know, you're not like a thespian to me.
Oh.
And I was like,
okay.
oh. Okay. Cool.
Isn't thespian like a rich person, right?
No, thespian's like an actor.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Just want to try again? We'll start the
I was
whole
thinking of plebeian and then the others. There's two. There's plebeian.
Plebeian?
And then, well, plebeian is like the poor people in Rome. Like they were like the slave and the poor peoples.
I didn't know that.
When you call somebody like a pleb, that's like offensive.
Oh.
So like a plebeian is like in ancient Rome as a commoner, like below royal. And then there's another word.
Plebes.
Plebeian. Yeah, it's traditionally a patrician is like the upper class. So I thought when you said thespian, she meant patrician, and I was like, that's rude if she said that for sure. So she's calling you a pleb. She's like, I kind of think you're a pleb.
I guess in some level. Sure.
That's what I heard when you said that. I didn't know what thespian meant. So wait, when she says she doesn't think of you as a thespian, she says you're not a good actor? Like, what is she trying to say?
I don't think she fucking knows what she meant that day, but the other day she's like, actually, now you are one. I was like, oh thanks. Thank you.
Do you think women think about the repercussions that their things have on us, like when they say stuff?
I think that no one's listening to anybody. Honestly, truly, in my fucking heart of hearts. And I think we're all just hearing levels of intonation, and we're responding to what we think that is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You did it with me today. Hey, what time? All you heard is, I'm going to Costco for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be back.
I heard that you just didn't want to do this. And then
And
that really pissed
in
me
my
off.
reality, I am so tunnel vision on like, okay, just tell these people exactly what you need, you know, because that's easy. Because they can't. There's no way you can mess that up.
I think from now on, when you propose questions to me, give me the question with multiple choice answers. I want A,
I
B,
gotta
C,
ask
D.
you everything. I gotta ask you it a day in advance. If I need it tomorrow, I should have asked you last week.
Or else we're out. It's done. How you doing over there? You feeling good?
I have never been more angry in my life. I don't know why.
Yeah. It seems silly, but I'm here to support you.
And
Whatever you need.
how?
Well, see, I'm always the anger you're at right now, and I just my baseline.
Can
So,
I be
like,
honest with you? I don't even think you understand what I'm going through.
Well, if there's
Because
other
I
stuff-
think you tell yourself you're angry, but you just saw it. You just saw it live. This is really real. I gotta you see this mirror? You having conversations with yourself in that thing? No, you're not. You're auditioning for the angry guy, and I'm there beat red going, you think you're gonna get that shit? No. You're like, oh, I'm angry too. No. You fucking think you're angry.
Dude, just
Dude,
chill
I'm
out,
starting
bro.
to
It's easy.
see now in my life, I can't even help it. Like when you didn't message me, I'm like, don't get mad. And then the mad guy's like, oh, dude, I got 100 pounds on you. I got 100 pounds on you. Tell me not to get mad. Tell me again. I'll fucking slap the shit out of you. Literally. And then I got to come in here as 100 pound less me. The real me is the 100-pound lighter guy.
So the guy in the mirror is the Hulk, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. He's the Hulk. And you're
That's
just
the
little...
only scene in movies that ever made sense to me was when Mark Ruffalo goes, I'm always angry. That was the only scene that's ever made sense to me in my life.
puny human.
Puny human. You eating any cereal lately? I've been eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. And as a 32-year-old man, I can tell you, shouldn't be eating that.
It explains a lot. Your mood has changed completely. Everything about you. Everything about you.
That's what my ass sounds like after.
It sounds like a fucking elephant.
They can have sex. That's what an elephant says when they have sex with.
Oh my god.
Because I saw a big box at Costco, $10, 2 bags, 5 each. Good deal.
Yeah, so maybe you shouldn't be allowed to go to Costco anymore because you see unhealthy stuff to which you argue always in the affirmative that it's bad.
It is bad. You think I put
then
the
you-
cinnamon toast? First of all, it's little miniature pieces of cinnamon toast that I'm draining in milk. And when I was a kid, I'll give me honest, okay? When I was a kid, Cinnamon Toast Crunch didn't get as soggy. I think I got 30, 40 seconds now with those things.
Oh,
now, what are they made of paper?
Well, just put less milk in there. That's what I do.
Yeah, I try to dial in the milk, honestly. I try to put in just enough milk where I'm like dressing. I try to dress the cereal like it's salad almost. You know, you try to whip it.
I like that. Wait, you don't like your salad like soaking wet?
Huh?
See, I like my salad drenched in dressing. Like I want it to be
Soaking?
like swimming. Yeah. So
You want to pull out the leaf and it looks like it's about to die?
yeah, like I want it to be dripping with vinegar and whatever else is in there.
Well, no, I can't have that. I like so at the bottom of your salad bowl, you want to see.
So there's a if I'm doing like a balsamic olive oil,
You need a black
onion,
puddle.
I want a little black puddle at the bottom of the salad.
How big we talk? So when you say little, that seems moderate, but when I hear it, I'm hearing more. See
Like,
what I'm doing here?
At least an inch worth, or a half
inch?
an inch.
That's
And
a lot.
half inch.
That's a lot.
A half an inch.
So I'm trying to dial in every salad where there's nothing at the bottom.
Well, that's the proper way to make a salad. That's actually the good way to make a salad. What do you think is the show? What do you think is the star of the show? The dressing or the lettuce?
The salt.
Yeah. hell yeah,
Next.
really. Next.
The salt. Actually, when do you put the salt? Actually, what was that, Minnesota there? Actually, when do you put the salt on your salad? Actually.
That doesn't even sound like Minnesota.
It was like 6 people at once. Actually.
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking mix between Brooklyn and like The Simpsons.
Man, let me just say I'm sorry. Sorry I'm so angry.
Jordan,
I don't want to
My
hear it.
ba-
I don't. You think I want to hear this?
I just have to tell you.
I opened it.
No, it's just to help you. It's to help people understand. My baseline for people angry with me can never live up to my mother.
So
My mother is the top. So nobody will ever.
is that
supersede
why you're not motivated by any like? So I got to call Pina when I want to know the time
Yeah.
you're going to show up.
Call my mom and she'll yell at me, and then I'll be, oh fuck, I'm scared.
Got it.
Because like she could get octaves. She would yell at me in your room on that camera, and it would feel like she's here with me.
But I tell you what, in the moment, she doesn't hate you probably as much as I did in the second.
Hey, do me a favor.
Just in this.
Just live, dude.
No wonder you don't talk at all. Every cup says what you're feeling. Like you never say anything to me because every cup is like a fucking range of emotions.
I'm gonna start getting mugs that have like responses to your questions on them, and then just send you pictures of them.
Just throw them against the wall every time.
What time today? 9:30 a.m. maybe with a question mark.
Oh, dude, trust me. Do you understand that what my job is? That nobody honors the time thing. So you go to an audition for 10, you're not auditioning till 11, baby. You're sitting there. You better chill out because we're late.
Shit. Is that how real life works? Just like nobody's on time for anything.
I think I'm not even mad at you. I think I'm still mad at myself because listen to this. On Saturday, I had a show. I run a show
Okay.
at a comedy club, and I thought that the time was 9:30, but it was actually at 7.
Oh, so you didn't even do the show.
Correct.
What'd they do? They just find somebody else, I guess.
They just refunded the people and sent them to another room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was like, they couldn't just find another comedian to host the show? So you still get paid, like.
No payment, and I made a mistake. So you know how much I love making mistakes? The 6 I've made in 30 years.
Okay. Let's pump those numbers up. 6. Like, relax.
Well, I don't really make mistakes.
Yeah,
I make bad choices.
Okay.
That's different. Living with a 26-year-old when you're 19, that's a bad choice. It's not a mistake.
I mean, I just think the quality of the living was bad, really.
Core competency. My whole thing is core competency. That's all I'm offering. I'm serving face and core competency. That's all I can give. Face and core competency. So I bring both with me at all times. And the other thing I've realized is when, the only wind in the sails of disappointment is anger. Yeah, you heard it. I said it well. It was good.
It sounds good. It sounds good when you say it.
What'd I say? I can't remember. Hit me with it again.
The wind in the sails of disappointment is anger.
That's how fucking good it was. I forgot it immediately.
Somebody should write it down.
It's recorded.
It's recorded. Thank God.
Thank God. Thank you, God. But the wind in the sails of anger is disappointment. And I'll tell you something. I was so disappointed. I not fainted. I didn't faint. But
Okay.
I was so like, oh no. I had to take a knee in the elevator.
Oh, like, so if it's for 9:30, you were leaving your house at what, 8:45?
I was actually going to go and try. I was going to try and do another show. So I started leaving my house at 7:10.
Oh, when you were already supposed to be on your way to the show.
As I'm leaving, I'm already 10 minutes late. And I don't even know.
You don't even know yet.
So not only, this is actually like what we went through today. If there is a yod, he is like, I got you, dude. Don't worry. I'm going to fuck you up.
That's crazy.
I'm going to fuck you up on Saturday. Yeah, I took a knee in the elevator because I was like, because I had to just eat it. I was like, you know what, Jordan? It's happened, and you can't fix it. Because that's usually where I go. Oh, let's fix. But you can't. You know when it's past? You know when you wake up, you're like, oh, no, I'm late? How is this possible? That's the feeling. I could get nothing back.
No. Acceptance is the next step.
And then I realized, so I go to the guy, I'm like, hey, man, I made a mistake. And I'm sorry. And as soon as you say that, the whole fun of shitting on you is gone. So people are just like, don't worry, it happens.
Really? He said that?
Yeah.
That's an understanding guy.
I so wildly understanding that made it hurt worse.
Yeah, it makes you, because inside he hates you, but he's being nice to you.
Yeah, he's just like,
How many people got refunded?
16.
Did you say 60 or 16?
16. Not bad.
Oh,
not good.
Well, not good. Could have been 60, though. That would have been way worse.
Yeah, everything could be worse,
There you go. That's the easy way to look at it.
Hurricane Milton could have detached Florida from the States.
So let me ask you a question. What did the people of Florida do to deserve 2 hurricanes and a third one on the way?
What did they do?
Well, it's just like you got to understand, or not understand, you got to hope that there's a reason why things happen like that. Is it just geological? That's just what it is. It's just where they are. Geographical? They're just there, and they deserve hurricanes?
Well, what's the alternative? You send them up north? Northern, north?
I don't know. Build a fucking wall. They're trying to keep the Mexicans out. Why don't they try to fucking keep the fucking hurricanes out, dude?
I don't know if you know much about winds. Winds kind of supersede wall structures.
Build a big wall. Like, how big of a wall does it take?
Maybe they should just start building a bear. Snuggle people up, make them feel better.
It's actually crazy, like watching the videos of the water coming in, fucking houses blowing apart. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Three hurricanes.
3 of them.
There's one in the ocean. They say it's gonna pass by, but no, it's not their luck.
They never really stay in the ocean. They're always like, "What are you guys doing on the land?
That's
Wanna
what
hang
hurricanes
out?"
do. Hurricanes are like the friend that just shows up.
Do you? You said you're getting tornadoes in Ottawa?
Just outside Ottawa, yeah. They just come in, they drop in quick, cause mass destruction, and then they leave.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, yeah, it's not great, but they've never been like touching around downtown.
What's
know?
mass destruction? Like they're destroying
like a
churches?
barn, trees fly on the road, people lose power.
Oh, I thought they were destroying churches.
No, dude. Pedophilia couldn't destroy the church.
When's the last time you were in church? I went on Sunday. Thanks.
Why?
Because there's Deanna's nono had like a. They do this thing at the church where they're like, "You pay, we'll do whatever you want," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they did they did like a thing over there. So we went and God, man, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I don't know. But the priest, it's like, it feels like they're on break. In between their break, they do a mass. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why was there no energy?
God only comes so often to you, dude.
What?
They're faking it like 90% of the time, and then 10% maybe they get some feelings from like the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I could really feel the laboring. It felt like labored for him to.
Well, he's like, I literally gain nothing from doing this. So, yeah, he gains nothing from doing that. Like, think about their life. They can't have sex. They can't really love.
So they don't level up more masses. Like you gotta get 1,000 masses under your belt before you can start to fucking really talk to God.
Dude, it's not a fucking RPG. Like there isn't challenges on the side menu that they have to accomplish, you know?
You don't have to bless so many kids every Sunday or what?
No, it doesn't. No. So many breads into fucking bodies of Christ. Like
We
it
need
doesn't work
some
like
priest milestones. That would be a cool game, actually. Like, hold a mass. Did you have a fun ass mass? And you're like, I gotta sub out this priest. I need a black priest. This shit. I need like a wizard.
Or like you build. No, it's like you build them. You build them. You customize them from the beginning. It's an RPG.
Maybe my guy has a suit on. You're like traditional priest.
Is that a game, bro? I like.
Should be.
No, I can't even.
What would you even call that?
I'm just gonna type in priest in Steam.
Ooh, it could be called fatherhood. You know? Play the new Fatherhood RPG by Rocksteady Games. You're just a priest, and then like you have a path. It's like Fable. You have a path, maybe a little bit of a path. You could like get married or not get married.
What is this? Oh my
Rocksteady
God!
Games.
Oh my! There's a couple.
There's a couple.
So there's Bullet Priest,
Bullet Priest. What's that?
Battlefield Priest, Substitute Priest. Welcome to our lovely village. Get acquainted with our community. Pray for a bit. And let's go. Meet our newly acquired priest and get rid of your sins as quickly as possible.
Pray for a
bit.
And
We
let's
advise
go.
you not to stay outside buildings after 9 p.m. What the fuck is this game?
Was there vampires and shit?
I guess there's like demons.
You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, could be a cool game. Like you're a priest, maybe there's vampire. You're like Van Helsing, but like you had to do mass on Sundays. Like you're like, this game's taking me 100 hours because the mass is real time, 45 minutes. I have to fucking.
Okay, wait. Priest Simulator Vampire Show. All right, now
Priest
we're getting somewhere.
Simulator.
See, they always have to make it into some crazy like fighting. You're fighting the demons, you know. Like it's not going to be Priest Simulator like Sims, you know, like actual.
Actually, what would be cool is you did the mass, and then whoever you didn't convince became a demon you had to fight.
This game is called Black Eyed Priest.
Black-eyed? That's, yeah. Somebody didn't really check the naming. Black-eyed priest? Like is he getting ready for Sunday football with that? Is that what they mean? Like a no glare in the eyes?
Dude, they should make a priest game. I'd play it.
I kind of would play it.
Priest Simulator.
Because you'd have a staff.
No, they don't have a staff.
Why not?
No.
You're
Like,
telling
I'm
me
talking a normal,
like house attached.
You never see a jacked priest either, not once.
You never see a jacked priest.
I can't even type jacked priest into fucking Google.
Do priests work out?
Yeah, they work out the Lord, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're in there doing fucking.
Actually, to
prayer
be honest,
curls.
any priest I've ever seen, some of the worst bodies I've ever encountered in life.
Do you remember Father? I don't know if we could say his name, but
Definitely. What? You could say any priest name.
Father Oliverio. Do you remember him from Precious Blood?
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
a Precious Blood guy.
He was like this. He was stuck like this. So when he talked to you, he had to go. He was stuck.
What?
He was stuck. So he was like his back and the back of his head. You know, how, like most people's neck goes like, and then their head. So he had a problem. I'm not making fun
It's
of
like
his
a
problem.
fused trachea? What the hell is that?
I'm not making fun of his problem, but I don't know what happened in his old age or whatever. But he got stuck like that. But he was hunched over.
Maybe he went kneel too much.
Yeah, and then when he had to talk to you, if you were taller than him,
If you're talking, he had to lay down. He lay on his back.
Dude, if he laid down, he never got up. That was it.
No, my priest was fuck, I forget his name.
Where were you? St. Gregory's?
Yeah, maybe Greg.
Father Amadio.
Amadio. Why? You collecting their cards or something? You got training cards over there? Father Amadio.
I literally remember all the priests.
Yeah, take me through the how many churches in the Sioux?
Well, there's Mount Carmel, Blessed Sacrament, Precious Blood Cathedral, St. Gregory's.
Who's the captain over at Mount Carmel?
Mount Carmel is closed now, but it was Father Eric Panicky.
Give me another one. Eric Panicky? I can't go
yeah.
to his masses. I don't know if he believes hard enough. Eric Panicky's a little unsure.
He's over for dinner every Saturday night, bro. At my fucking house, dude. My mother was like, it was like my mother was trying to get to CEO,
Yeah.
She was how do I like make everybody happy?
Your
I mean, she
mom
had to be
thought there was a handshake to God scenario.
for sure. And if there is, she's going. She's number one on the list.
They got to believe in something.
She's the leader of the Catholics Women's League in Sault Ste. Marie.
Well, it's a league, too, as if there's some sports involved. Like the audacity to call it a league. The Women's Catholic League.
It's like the battle of the Catholics, dude.
So wait a second. How do they feel about trans over there? What if you're trans and you will love God? Is that cool?
Yeah, like I guess the forgiveness reaches beyond everything, right? Like they're
Yeah.
allowing gay marriage now too. So before they were like,
Wow.
gay not good. Now we're back.
Because before it was like Saudi oil before with the straighties. They were just swimming in straight.
Then they realized like everybody has money to give the church, not just straight people.
Everybody's got cash.
Gay, trans, everybody.
Actually, they realized that the gays have more cash because they don't have kids. They're like, fuck. Not bad.
Which the audacity of them to adopt kids. Like, do you really want to be fathers or mothers that bad,
You don't like a gay adoption?
No, it's not that I don't like that. I'm saying the term dinks really started with gays.
With gays. Dual income, no kids.
Yeah, like they're killing it. You could literally have the best life ever. You live in a mansion, go on vacation all the time, and then you're like, wait a minute, let's complicate this already complicated situation with a kid.
How do you think it is to be gay and be really into God? Because it's like, for the first 20 seasons, he hated you. Now, 21st season, you're in? New cast?
The new episodes.
They
new
revamped
cast.
SNL? They got you a spot on the show?
You see that movie that's coming out, the SNL movie?
Saturday night?
Yeah, what do you think? Not good, eh?
I don't know. It's 90 minutes leading up to SNL. The first ever.
Like, I think I'd be into watching it.
Did you realize how bad Joker was when we started talking about it? Because after we talked about it, the world was pretty much like
We were ahead of the game.
we were so far ahead.
We're always ahead.
We're
But
ahead,
we're not.
man.
We're not famous enough.
We're literally so far ahead, we're irrelevant. You ever have that? I'm so far ahead, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. If we tell ourselves that enough, maybe we'll be right on time once.
I've only made 6 mistakes in my life, so
Just 6. You have the same amount of mistakes in your life as Tom Brady has Super Bowls.
let me means I'm a champion.
Yeah, you're
Let
a
me
champion.
just tell you what my wife said when that happened, because my wife, she gets up early, so she was sleeping. I was leaving, and I come back in with this energy. babe. And she's like, what? I'm like, the show was that thing. And she's like, oh my God, you never make those mistakes. I'm like, is somebody paying you to say this? Why that now?
Yeah, it didn't help, I don't think.
Didn't help. Didn't help my ego.
No.
My ego was like, damn. Is that me talking to me?
I think you need that, though.
Needed it.
Every once in a while, you got to get brought down to another level.
100%. I'm not high up. That's the problem.
Well,
I'm low and I'm being brought down.
You're already low.
I'm already low. And the reason I'm trying to be so confident and not make mistakes is because it's thin margins over here, okay? It's not like I'm coming in with Dwayne The Rock Johnson capital and I have mistakes. I don't have 9 lives of mistakes. I have half a mistake to make and have already made 6.
6.
Like, I can't do it.
It's never the people.
You know what the worst about making that mistake about the show is? I'm trying to get another show at this place. So I was like, I literally almost emailed the guy that day. Hey, but then I was like, no, don't email him. Do the show tonight. You know?
Now there's no chance.
No, and now how do you follow up? Hey, remember how I fucked up bad?
Can I do it twice?
Can I have 2 chances a month? Fuck, man.
Well, you know, accidents happen, man. It was an accident.
See,
it wasn't a mistake.
See, the thing is, I think the problem is this is how you're supposed to treat people when they make a mistake. Hey, accidents happen. But it doesn't do it for me. I kind of need to be, I almost wish he was like, yeah, that's a huge mistake, and you're a son of a bitch for making it.
So you need to be chastised almost.
A little bit.
So that's the way we were raised.
I'm like worried that if I'm not chastised, it could happen again.
Yeah, so I think that's just the product of our childhood.
Dude. I don't even know how to think. You ever have that?
Yeah, I mean,
what are you looking at over there?
I was just looking.
That's
at
how,
his
if we
face.
were together, where we'd be way more accountable for eye contact.
Well, yeah, like I'm looking at you, but then sometimes I'm not.
Disappointment is the wind in the sea of anger.
No, that's not
what it was. I forgot it. The wind of disappointment is what?
The wind in the sails of
Anger.
disappointment is anger.
Got it. The wind in the sails of disappointment is anger. I think that's the title.
That's the title
I
of
think
the podcast.
that's the title.
We're changing the name of the podcast too. It's Anger. That's what it's called. Saint Anger.
It was a full on. I just
didn't phase me.
When's
at
the
all.
last time you made a mistake? Like real on you? Like just fumbled it?
Like every fucking day, dude. Like once a day, probably.
See what I mean here? Don't be hyperbolic. Give me a real one.
Well, I can't think of an exact example. Like, when did I make a mistake? I don't know.
You know what that tells me? You're not making a lot of mistakes out there.
I guess.
You think I'm going to forget this? You think if in a year we have an anniversary show, I'm going to forget this?
if we have an anniversary show. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. No mistakes.
Yeah, like, I try to not make mistakes.
Even the
Big
car
ones.
getting broken into, technically on me.
Yeah, it's for sure on you. Why'd you leave your shit in there?
Oh, water cooler system's going to be here probably next month, buddy.
So your whole life is going to change when you have the water cooler system.
You know that men have to drink 3.7 liters of water a day?
Oh, I supersede that regularly.
You think?
4.5. Well, I drink fucking 3 of these. That's 4.5 right away.
That's a lot. I can't get there. I'm having trouble, you know? I got to raise the intake.
Do you want to know why you're having trouble?
Tell me.
Because you keep confining the amount of water you're drinking to these tiny little cardboard boxes.
The thing is, if you were only able to have flow water, like if you had it, you would. This is so tasty.
Like, I get it.
You ever
I
had
get what you're
tasty
saying.
water?
Yes, I get it.
Where have you had it?
Just in my life,
Okay.
I've had tasty water.
Sure.
Like in the States, one time I got a water bottle that was a glass water bottle. Like I bought it from the store. It was glass with the twist crisp
Was
top.
it green?
I don't remember what it was, but it was
Mountain
amazing.
Springs.
It was amazing. Whatever it was, I think it was like $5, honestly. I
Yeah.
remember buying it when I was in
Worth
Florida.
it.
When I was in Florida, and it was 500 mils, regular size glass water bottle. I drank it. I was like, this is delicious. But like the amount I drink water, I'd be bankrupt. I'd be out.
Yeah.
You need to increase the vessel in which your water is kept so that you could. The goal is to drink it.
If there was a mountain that I could access and siphon,
Oh man,
that would be. That would
you
be
ever
good.
had water from a mountain before?
No, I haven't gone to Italy.
It's literally probably the most delicious, coldest water you've ever drank.
I believe it.
There's a little tap. It doesn't make sense. There's a little spout.
Sometimes I'll pour out some water and I'll just dump it on gravel and then drink it after. Because that's how they make the tasty shit happen. You an egg guy? You like eggs?
Love eggs.
How many a day?
3 to 6 a day minimum.
3 to 6 a day?
Yeah, like I try to make an egg. I made omelet this morning.
In special class?
I made an omelet sandwich. I think an omelet is the best way to make an egg sandwich. You fold that omelet, it's perfect for a sandwich.
Yeah, I think for delivery purposes, omelets
Yeah.
make the most sense.
Less messy.
I don't like too much
Fluffy.
stuff in an omelet, though.
Yeah, mine just has cheese. That's
Kind of
it.
disrespects the integrity of the omelet.
I agree.
You have onions jutting out of there. How about you put that on the side or an accoutrement? You're not going to believe this, but you know Jay Cutler?
Sure.
If I could erase one word out of someone's vocabulary, I would take sure away from you faster than I would even know what to do with. I would take sure so quick out of your life.
Okay. Sorry. Say it again. Ask me the question again.
You know what Jay Cutler is?
Holy Mr. Olympia?
Oh, so you did know.
You're talking about Arnold Classic winner, 1976? You're talking about one of the strongest men in the world?
I hate you. You used to eat 100 eggs a day.
That's too many eggs. Your farts literally you would see them come out of his ass if he farted. You would see it. That's how poisonous it would be. We'd see like a puff.
I like eggs sometimes.
Yeah. You have a rocky road with eggs.
I have a hard time with eggs. Because, first of all, yolks, like, they're kind of gross sometimes. Like,
Yeah. The
you ever
sound.
have that? Sound,
no.
the look,
No.
the consistency, snotty. You ever have like a
Okay.
snottiness to the egg?
No, like I don't feel that way, but I know what you mean. I don't feel that way about them. I love them.
So when you see that, nothing?
When I break a yolk open and it just like squirts out gently, like a little mountain of lava,
Yeah.
I'm in. Like I'm excited.
My jaw's getting watery.
I don't understand this feeling of throwing up that people get, the nausea, whatever it is, like
Well-
whatever happens.
Those of us that feel, we're connected. Brain and stomach.
Okay.
Your stomach's sure. Your head, sure. Nothing, sure. Nothing.
What's funny for the amount I say sure, I'm not sure about anything really. Many things.
You know who is sure shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Leo on Love is Blind.
Oh, Leo's sure that he's got a lot of money.
Is there anybody uglier than that man on the show?
You see the size of the honker on that guy?
Christ, do I ever. And
Wow, dude.
he's got two of me on there.
He's got a big old nose on him.
His nose looks like a fist into a thumb.
So did you see when he was like smothering Britney in the reveal?
We haven't got that far yet. I'm right at the part where Hannah. So Hannah's in a weird spot because Hannah's like, I put on some weight. I know these motherfuckers are gonna judge me, but I'm good time. I'm a good fucking time.
She lost 45 pounds. Give her a break.
which begs the question: how much bigger was she? Like what's funny is in the pods, all those guys are so shallow, of course, except the nice. There's a couple nice, really
Couple
nice.
nice,
There's a
usually.
couple really nice guys. But when she says I lost 45 pounds, the guys aren't thinking, wow, she's probably a rake. They're going, how many 45s you got on there? We talking 3 plates on each side or what? Because I can only bench my body weight here, girl. And I'm
What's
a tiny
interesting-
guy.
What's interesting about all of the people, like, when you watch the show, when you watch Love is Blind, nobody's really ugly, right? Like even somebody who's not attractive, they're not ugly.
No one's really ugly. Yeah, I would say
Like,
you're right.
So it's tough to
I would say
hear all
right.
these people talking about like, oh, dating in the real world is tough and so superficial, and I'm here to just like get to know you on a deep. But still, when that door opens, like they might not be ugly, but you don't find them attractive. You know what I mean?
Very
so
possible.
it's like, but and all these things these people are saying, these genuine, trying to be very like emotional conversations. Realistically, they know they're not ugly, but they're talking like they're ugly. That's what bothers me.
Well, there's a chance. There is a chance that they aren't attractive.
No, it's not about the reveal. I'm talking when they're talking from a place of a personal experience.
Yeah.
So when they're telling these stories about the real world and like, oh, it's tough to, but like they're not ugly, you know. There's people who really can't get a partner or can't go on a date.
I mean, can't they?
I guess there's somebody for everybody. You ever been to a fucking
Well-
Yu-Gi-Oh store? You know,
Well,
Like, you ever
yeah.
been where they sell knickknacks like. You ever
That
been
was
to-
your example for there's somebody for everybody. You
You
ever been
ever
to
been
a
to a-
Yu-Gi-Oh store?
You ever been to like a public library, dude? Like there's.
Well, the first thing is women don't care as much as men. Like
No.
the women, if they have a good time in that pod and they're like, "I trust you," you could look
Well,
like terrible.
slow down. Let's put half a break on there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they see you, like there has to be other aspects that complete connection, not just an emotional.
You're right. I'm just saying that if it's a 10 out of 10 for the ladies in the pods, and then it's like a 2 out of 10 physically when I look at you, that doesn't matter as much to the women as it does to the guys. The guys could be like, I love everything that this woman has said, and then if they see them, they'll dispel that. Like it was an order that they didn't want. They'll just throw it out. They're like, I forget everything we have ever talked about.
I wish you were caught up so we could talk about all the things.
Hit me. I'll watch it. It's reality TV. It's not like it's like storytelling. I don't know where it's going.
But it's like it's hard to talk about it because you'll have no idea what I'm talking. Like it's funnier if you saw it as well. And
Well, I
you
know enough about them that it'll probably make sense. Because Brittany,
Yeah.
like she's pretty, but she's so not anything else.
Well, she's like, I'm here to be a trophy wife.
Yeah.
Like I'm here to be your fucking arm candy, brother.
Literally, there was like a scene where Hannah's like, "You're like so nice." She's like, "Oh my god, you're like angelic," and she's like, "Yeah, people like say that about me."
So realistically, Hannah is just like she's she's like that, and she really loves to get mad at fucking Nikki D, dude. She's getting mad at.
She's
that
getting
guy.
mad at him.
But my favorite new thing to talk about is the Ramses and Monica or Marissa. Sorry,
Do you like Ramsey's style
no,
with that?
I've never once seen anybody with a rat tail and been like, that guy's my friend.
I don't know why he's got it.
I think it's a style, and I think it's maybe part of culture. Who knows?
Is there a Captain Hook remake? Because that's Rufio.
Rufio?
That's fucking Rufio,
He's
dude.
fucking Rufio, dude.
Yeah, like Ramses is Rufio.
So, anyways, like later on when you get there, they're great. Like they like to fuck. Clearly, they're fucking all the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, they're like open about it. And then there's a disagreement where they're on a couch near like right before that last episode ends, where they're gonna have the new episodes come out. And the way they cut the show is fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, they
and
do
they're
a good
having
job.
an argument about. She's like, well, if your timeline's 3 to 5 years on having kids, I should probably go back on birth control, but I don't really want to go on birth control. And he's like, well, I guess I could just wear a condom. And she's like, yeah, you could do that. And then he's like, but condoms, I'm not going to enjoy having sex.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm not going back on birth control. And he's like, well, I have to be able to enjoy sex. And I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, you're on TV, number one.
Yeah.
You're on TV. Number two, have condom sex, bro. Like, do you want a kid? You really don't want a kid. You got to not have the fucking regular sex.
Also, we've really blown. Remember in high school, like condom. That's the only sex people were having back when I was growing up. Was condom sex.
I mean, condom sex is fine, dude. It's great.
Is it?
It's not bad. You think it's bad?
You say it's great?
Well, it's not bad.
There's a fucking bag on your dick.
So realistically, coming, I'm just saying coming is never bad.
There's a plastic apparatus strapped to your manness.
I'm saying it's not really strapped. It's more like it's like a straight jacket.
Yeah,
It's like-
It's like
yeah, it's weird. They don't have like a sizer. You never go to like a store and they're like, hey, like what condom works for you? Like you try a bunch on, you know.
it would be cool if they had like condom trousers where like I could wear something in the back and then it hooked on so it doesn't have to be so tight.
like a little change room. Like, oh,
like-
sir, go in here.
Like a strap for the condom, not a strap on. You know, just like something. Because scientifically, they're like, if you make it tight, it'll fit all sizes. You know, they're like, just make it so the guy's got to really fucking put it on there.
Really tight on there.
A little too tight, honestly.
Did you see Trump dancing at the rally?
Dancing?
He was dancing at his at a rally.
What kind of dancing?
I don't know, but he just like had a little dance, I guess, for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah, it was like it just happened. Trump dances for 30 minutes at campaign event.
What? This seems so strange what you're saying. Dances.
Well, that's the title of the article I read, and I was super concerned when I read it.
Concern for his health?
A town hall event for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania took a turn after the former president ended an event by playing his music playlist and dancing in front of the crowd.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Was it like a to uplift people, or was he just
I
like?
guess.
I guess I.
But
didn't
it's like for 30 minutes. Like, is that a lie?
I didn't even think at his age he could be moving that much for 30 minutes.
Harris calls a Trump second term a huge risk for America. Yeah, well, of course.
Maybe that's why he's dancing.
But also, yeah, because he's won already. Oh, he's literally dancing.
Is he good?
No. He's like a picture going to like an old folks home.
A lot of hands and arms.
Well, not a lot of hips, I'll tell you right now.
Are you? Yeah.
So he's already celebrating.
Yeah, probably. Why wouldn't you?
I guess if you're going to win again and like ruin the country, I don't know.
Who even cares? Nobody really cares that much.
No, you know what what they care about right now in Canada is there's fucking Indian fucking crime, dude. There's
What? Slow down there. Slow down.
There's Indian underground crime, dude.
Indian underground crime.
They sent there's like a crime
syndicate. Oh yeah, I saw this. Justin Trudeau is like, stop India with this, please.
Stop sending over your crime lords.
He literally is Trump. He sounds like Trump. They're sending over their worst.
Like, what the
It's kind of funny. So this whole immigration thing was Trudeau. That was like big.
It was his idea.
It was literally, well, it's like their federal government. That's what they want to do. But too
yeah.
many they let in.
They let in way too many.
Because they're worried about us, man. We're not having kids. Canada's not growing.
But like that doesn't make sense.
No, that's the only thing that makes sense. There's not enough children. Canada's not growing. So they need immigrants.
Okay, but we want to grow like people from Canada. Like you want those kids to grow up and then
But if you're not having children, what the fuck are they going to do?
Well, fuck.
How many kids are you going to have?
None.
Exactly. Exactly. So you know how the shit works. You need people to be young to buy shit. If you're old, you're just taken from the system and doing nothing. When's the last time your dad went to the store?
Oh my God, my dad doesn't even know where the grocery store is.
Exactly.
My mother does though.
That's what keeps the world going.
Italian mothers.
Kids needing shit is really the only thing that's the world is it's like, hey, if you're not buying, we're fucked. Like if you don't buy this shit, we are fucked. We made a lot of trucks and you got to buy one because if you don't, we're fucked. The globe is actually just Morocco in like a fucking one of those side streets where everyone's like, come here, Habibi, yes. Like that's what the world is. It's just a big market that you are going to get your identity stolen in.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, if you don't buy shit, it's game over, buddy.
Dude, there was this funny thing that happened last week I forgot to tell you about, where there was this Ottawa lawyer, this defense lawyer. He had to pay his client $250,000 because he like part of his retainer and like helping her win the case, he accepted a blowjob as like payment. Well, he didn't accept it. He offered it in a way where she couldn't say no, I guess.
He accepted it.
He didn't accept it, but
and that'll be $10,000 or you can blow me.
Yeah. He got
Not a lot of
blown,
people
dude.
go with option 2. Actually, you're the first one this year, so very excited myself.
Yeah, he, had to pay, he got charged $250,000, and there was like a bunch of other stuff.
And she blew him.
Well, that's not part of the case. The case is what he had to. Yeah, I guess she did.
She blew him though.
She blew him for sure.
And
now
then
he's paying her.
Wow.
Well, yeah, he got charged. Like he got
charged. She blew him.
She did it. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't think she had a choice. Maybe.
Feels like she did.
No, because I remember reading the article and like there were select things about the case that he was like saying he would say
Oh my God.
if she didn't blow him, and then that's how she won, or she would have lost.
What an abuse of power.
Yeah, not allowed.
No. Not good either.
Not good.
Not good.
Blow not me? A big fan of it. Yeah. Could you imagine the contract drawn up? There's like the retainer fee, and it says like 10,000 or blowjob.
Or is really small.
We should incorporate things like that into blowjob. I mean, into contracts more often.
We should incorporate an out clause into blowjobs more often. Dude, horrible, horrific individual, but like the balls for him to be like, hey, says here you didn't do it. But I might not bring that to court tomorrow, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
I wonder if, and horrible, but like, maybe he's like maybe he has like, he just comes really fast.
Well, you don't want it to take a long time.
Imagine that was his cell, like blow me, but it's like fucking under a minute. Come on.
Well, wouldn't that be the most ideal thing though?
Yeah, he's like, I'm working on your case all day, every day. You can't. You're not gonna blow me.
Oh, did you see this now? What the fuck?
But
is
wait a
this?
second.
Just
Wait a
popped
second.
up on my
Tell me that in
timeline.
a second.
Yeah. Okay,
If that's what's happening in modern day, what the fuck was going on in ancient Rome? You're telling me modern day guys are like, I accept cash, e-transfer, or you can suck my dick. Like in Rome, there was probably no even options.
No, it was they just grabbed them and dragged
They're
them.
like, hey, I'm gonna need you to put your whole fist in my ass. Can you?
I just need a loaf of bread really bad.
I just need you put your fist in my ass and then go, ha!
I feel like in those times there was like zero privacy for anything. Like people were doing that stuff on the side of the street. They were just fucking. Like everybody was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, probably.
Because there was no like, it was so part of the culture where like they were fucking everybody though.
Well, I think you lived in your worst impulses in ancient Rome. So if like somebody like today, how we got in our little argument, I evidently would have just pushed you off the castle. I'd have been like, hey, you want to go have a smoke? Hey, let's go smoke. Cleopatra's got a beautiful statue. We'll stand near there. Hey, look, you see over there? That's my new house. Off you go.
So you're saying like the way people filtered their impulses is different now, obviously, than it was then.
I sure hope.
Because they were doing some fucking crazy shit.
Like if priests are playing A minor, all the time, what were they doing in the ancient context? Like was every priest like, all right, you guys want me to have a mass? I need you to sacrifice 3 kids a month. You're like, what? You're like, do you want to talk to God or not? I can't marry a woman. I need to have something.
Okay, so I guess it was more. You're right, though. It was more easy to take advantage of the masses then, because when they said like, "I'm talking to God,"
yeah,
the people were like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
like God leveled my village last week. I'm gonna listen to what you got to say.
Well, yeah, like
sir.
a fucking Hurricane Milton comes into ancient Rome. And like the priest is the only one with 3G connectivity to talk to God. He's like, dude, I got a good connection. I'm
going to need 6 blowjobs right now. And God will not send another hurricane. I
wonder what those ancient lawyers were like. Yeah. It was actually like you had to sodomize them. They're like, you got to fuck my ass for me to tell them the truth here.
So we could boil it down to people that were in power then were actually really smart in compared to everybody else, because they were like, wait a minute, I could just lie about this and everybody will believe me.
Yeah.
Like a monarch will just be like, well, if you don't listen to me, God's going to hurt your family. And then they'd be like, okay, whatever you want.
And then he's like, what's that, God? He's like, oh, wait. Shh.
Really interesting to think about.
He said, your daughter and your wife are now mine? What? That's so crazy. And then the guy's standing there like, well, fuck, I've been praying. I have been praying. It's tough. It's a tough bounce. Like, lying was just the currency back then.
Yeah. Well, because only it's like the movie there, The Invention of Lying. I told you.
Yeah.
That's literally what life was back in the day.
Me about
Well, we had talked about this before.
that movie. That movie I told you about, like in 1989, and there's no access to information. You know those 6 movies we were able to watch?
You only know about it because of me.
6 mistakes.
You've been watching The Penguin?
Yeah, so good.
Dude, Colin Farrell is insane, bro.
Somebody, also, I don't know why I said somebody, online pointed out.
You sound like
It's a guy I'm talking
You heard them on the subway. This guy the other day was talking.
Actually, I've been trying to communicate more with the old boys in the gym, so I have some sort of social circle. Because it's just literally, you don't even exist. You're this big in my life now.
Oh, true, yeah.
Fucking this. But the Penguin, somebody online was like, it's Tony Soprano. Like, that character is Tony Soprano. And then they have, like, a bunch of scenes that you could tell that the writers really specifically, that's the influence.
Well, whatever Colin Farrell is on and he's doing that, he's crushing it completely. Because he's Irish, dude. He's like the most Irish guy.
Because it's like he's a villain that you want to win.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. Isn't that what an anti-hero is? Well, what's funny is because the Penguin is not an anti-hero in the Batman universe. He literally is a villain.
He's a villain, yeah.
But they made a show for Colin Farrell, and you like kind of feel bad. You're like, oh, poor Oz, you know?
Well, he was so endearing in the Batman that people were like, I want to know more of this guy's story.
I would say he was conniving in Batman, not endearing.
No, you weren't endeared to him? Like, you didn't want to be around him more in the movie.
So that's interesting that you say that. That's a really interesting fact when somebody who's a really good actor plays like a somewhat minor role in a film.
Yes.
So that is a minor role. Like the Penguin is like an underboss, right, compared to like Falcone and Maroni and all that. So like even in the other Batman movies, he wasn't the main villain. He was one of the 3 villains. Like in the movie with Billy Crystal. Is it Billy Crystal the one? Not Billy Crystal.
Oh, no.
Michael Keaton, the Michael Keaton one. It's Penguin, Catwoman, and fucking. There's 3 of them. Like the Penguin is never a main villain, is what I'm trying to say.
And they really made the Penguin look disgusting in those ones.
Yeah, like Danny DeVito was looking like he was eating fish.
He did. They did.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny in the episodes that are released right now. The only time you hear anybody refer to to Oz as the Penguin is quickly when Michael Vitti says, "Penguin, get the fuck over here."
Yeah.
And the way he looks at him when he says that, you know that he doesn't want to be called the Penguin.
Yeah.
So he's not the villain yet. That's the point of this.
Yes.
He's not even that guy. He's just a regular guy.
Yeah, it's all like the setup for him to be this person.
He does such a good job, and I hope he never stops doing it like that. Giles.
The way that they put the mom into it too, like the mom as the psychology of his like motivation. Yeah. Because she's like, listen, you're not a bitch.
Well, yeah, dude, you need a canon. You need like a canon character, right? Like something bad's gonna happen to her, and he's gonna flip the script.
Well, what's fucked is how does DC so bad at everything that's not Batman, and then they were literally able to not only reinvent certain characters, but make them better than, like, that never happens. Like, never. You never have the comic be worse.
That's not DC.
Batman?
No, like, I know what you're saying.
They own the IP of it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they have something to do with the storytelling. Because this version of the Penguin is cooler than, I think, like the Penguin himself. Like this could actually set you up for like a third Batman movie where you're actually invested in. Oh no, he has to take him out because he's gonna fucking own Gotham at this point.
Okay, so the way that what I meant when I interjected like that was like when you say DC. I'm thinking of like anytime Ben Affleck was involved, like the Justice League, all those stupid movies.
Yeah.
Because like the Batman is Christopher Nolan, right? So it's like,
yeah,
it's
wait. The Batman?
No, sorry. The Batman's not Christopher Nolan.
No.
My bad. Sorry.
No, the Batman is.
It's Matt Reeves.
Yes.
Okay, it's Matt Reeves, who is a great director. But I think of that separate from that other trash.
Well, it is technically.
Like I know they own the IP, but I'm saying like when you think of compare the Batman and then also compare like the Batman trilogy with Christopher Nolan, and then now separate those two amazing things
Yeah.
from the other shit that is DC.
But you didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman?
No, dude, those movies are to me a distraction.
Those movies are bad. But
Those movies
Ben
come
Affleck
out-
as Batman, just that in and
Sure,
of itself, I
sure.
thought that was cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, I think those movies are the ones intended to compete with the Marvel universe.
Yes.
Whereas these other movies are art. Because if you watch the Batman that Matt Reeves made with like
100%.
Christopher, what's his name? Who's the fucking guy? Who's Batman?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Like, dude, the movie from an art standpoint is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's all sepia. It's all orange and dark. Everything's dark with him. There's never like a daylight.
The only thing that I'm not even a criticism is I think Robert Pattinson was very one note in that. For him being such an incredible actor, it is like very, and I think it's written like that, like where he's very like, I have to go out tonight because I'm out every night and I can't sleep. Like, whereas other Batmans, there's Batman, then there's the Bruce Wayne kind of element to him.
but he's not that yet.
He's not that yet, so
Because they're developing. That's the start.
Yes.
They're recreating him, right? He's got to be new now.
I was
He's different.
okay with Alfred, the choice of Alfred. I think that's the right actor.
He's a good actor, that guy.
Andy Serkis should
Andy
be
Serkis,
Alfred.
man.
No, that wasn't who it was. But Andy Serkis should be Alfred.
Wait, sorry. Why did I say it? They look alike.
They
those
do
two
look
guys.
alike, actually.
Wait, what's his name? He does a lot of different things. That guy.
Yeah.
His name is not Andy Serkis. What
No.
the fuck? I'm a fucking dumbass.
Andy Serkis would be perfect as Alfred. Actually, probably.
Dude,
as-
it is Andy Serkis, bro.
No, what?
Yeah, when you said that, I know who Andy Serkis is. When you said that, I was like, that's Andy Serkis.
Am I just like?
Just because he has a beard and his hair is puffed up, like that is Andy Serkis, bro.
Oh my God, it really is.
Talking-
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's why I liked
He's
it so much.
Gollum, bro. That's Gollum.
That's why I liked it so much. I thought it was that other guy. You know who I'm thinking about? They look similar.
I think it's just Andy Serkis, bro, and he just looks like that.
I know what you mean too. That's brain melt.
Celebrity
That's
lookalikes: Andy
brain
Andy
melt.
Serkis and Rob Corduroy. Is that who we're talking about?
Rob Corddry? No, Rob Corddry's in Hot Tub
Yeah,
Time
no.
Machine.
No, I think of him in Harold and Kumar when he's like, you know what I think of the Fifth Amendment, and he wipes his. He's like, why is your ass so dirty?
Why's your ass so dirty?
When he pours all the fucking, he's like, I know what to do with you guys.
You ever been fucking ice fishing? It's fucking exhilarating.
Fucking exhilarating.
That guy's hilarious.
Dude, you can't make that movie ever again. Like you couldn't make that movie today. He'd be canceled. He'd be
Well,
canceled
because it
immediately.
would be the whole fun of it was that like you still believed that those people weren't like that. But now
like
if
it-
he did that, you're like, oh, they are like that, and
Oh,
you know what I mean?
hear what I believe you. I understand.
Because you
I
used to think
understand
that
what
they
you're
were all super serious. So the idea of him being a guy that's like jokey,
so racist.
yeah, you're like, that's
Like,
funny. But now you're like, no, that's actually how they are.
He's actually super racist.
You're like, this hurts my feelings because this is real life.
True.
One thing that's strange about Penguin is how can Marvel do so many TV shows and only have one of them be meaningful, and DC does many shows about Gotham and they're all good. Like Gotham was a good show. The show Gotham.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The one with where they focus on Gordon, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that's
the end is like there's a kid in there that they arrest who's ends up eventually I think being the Joker.
Yeah, that's cool.
They
I
did a
like-
good job
No,
with that.
No, the Joker's in it.
I thought it ended with
What's
him.
his name is the Joker? It's a young kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he honestly did a really bad job acting as it, but yes. No, he's the Joker. There is a Joker.
Okay, so it's a fully realized character.
They literally have all of it. So what's interesting about that show is
All
there
the
is no
characters.
Batman.
No, but
And
everybody
they
else
have all the villains, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Alfred's in it though.
That makes sense though, because there is no Batman yet. Gotham's got to get to this thing, but all those things can actually connect. Like Penguin is good enough to be something that if somebody came out with a Batman movie and was like, "Yo, you should watch the Penguin show before you go see the movie," you're actually getting like a good thing. But
You
like
mean the one?
if
no,
I'm like,
you
hey,
wouldn't
go
be
see.
able to.
But I'm saying if I'm like, oh, you gotta see Avengers. Like, well, you should watch She-Hulk. It's like, well, you're gonna not go see the Avengers movie then.
I think the difference you're talking about, like that disparity between the success of one or the other, is simply because Marvel's in the business of making money.
Well, I think DC is too.
They are.
I'm just curious, why are they only able to tell this one story well about Batman and not any of the other characters when there's so much? Is it just because society has, like, we just love Batman? Like, pretty much a shitty Batman movie is still better than no Batman movie?
Which is crazy because Batman isn't relatable at all to like the normal masses of people.
Even
like,
a little bit.
He's a billionaire. Like he's a billionaire who chooses to fight crime.
My parents are still alive.
Yeah.
You know? He doesn't relate to me at all.
Like Tony Stark, not relatable at all. You know, like none of those characters are relatable. Whereas like Spider-Man, kind of relatable to
Kind of
kids.
relatable.
Just a kid walking around, gets bit by a spider, turns into a superhero.
Especially
Amazing.
Asian kids who are good at science.
Is Asian kids love Spider-Man? Is that a thing?
We should. You know? He respects his family and he can leave whenever he wants. That's a hard balance.
Jesus Christ, dude. But like they're all prisoners in their own lives.
Okay,
It's so sad.
let's go like I only know like 6 countries, but let's go like country by country. Like
I only know 6 countries.
who do you think like Dagestan? Let's associate like a superhero with each. I think the Thing would be
With Dagestan?
Yeah, that's like who Dagestan.
He's good at jujitsu? Like is that?
He's just a
is he-
stone.
Okay, the Thing.
The Thing.
I'm gonna say Robert Reed, Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna say that he is Israel because they're super
okay.
stretchy and slippery.
Slippery. Okay, so Reed Richards, you're saying?
Reed Richards, not
Well,
Robert Reed.
I was thinking maybe Robert Reed. I was thinking because maybe like the military intelligence of Israel. You're like Reed Richards.
No, I'm thinking more because he's got stretchy arms and he likes to meddle into things he probably shouldn't with.
Batman would probably be like America.
Yeah, Batman and Tony Stark would both be America.
Like America, yeah.
I
think
Nightcrawler would probably be Taiwan.
or China.
Well, no, Taiwan is China technically. When you think about what's going on, over
Depends
there.
where you ask that question.
Depends on who you ask, really.
I feel like Britain and like the UK, like Europe would be like Captain America. You know?
Okay, that's funny because Captain America is not America. That's
No,
hilarious.
he wouldn't be America. I don't think he would be America. Actually,
He's too patriotic in the way that he is to be America. He needs to be another country.
kind of like. First of all, I don't think Captain America, like the real America, I think he would vote for Trump, first of all. Like, who would Captain America vote for? You think? Do they let Captain America vote?
No.
Or
They
they
need to
tell
make a superhero movie about the current election.
do they tell Captain America who he's voting for?
They need to have two sides where it's like Kamala Harris has her own super team and like Trump
Yeah.
has his own super team and then they're fighting. Like it's like Civil War, but
It would be cool if they drafted. So Kamala's like, I'll pick first. You know, I want to go with obviously Black Panther.
she's like, whoever wins, I'm sucking your dick.
or we ain't solving the case. Holy shit. What a ride.
Yeah, what a ride. Eh?
What a wild ride. When you said I'm on, I thought you meant you quit.
It was close. I've never been closer to quitting the show than I was today.
Hey, man, you did a good job today.
I don't have a mirror in this closet because I can't afford another fucking item in here. There's
Do you
too
like
many.
seeing yourself in the mirror? You walk past it, you're like, hey.
Well, today I looked in the mirror and I was like, I thought I was looking skinnier, but I realized that's just not true. Like it's
What made you think you were looking skinnier?
well, it's the angle you look at yourself at, and then you turn to the side and you're like, oh yeah, just kidding. just joking.
Yeah, just joshing you.
From the front though, I was like, holy shit, dude, you're looking good. And then inside, I was like, oh yeah, you're still fucking. The same
Yeah,
guy.
you're still small B.
Yeah, really, only people should ever judge themselves based on their side profile only. That's the only one you should be looking at.
You haven't changed the face in like a long time.
Well, in November, I'm going to have a stash going for the first. So you'll see. Yeah.
Is this? Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited. But I
Is
don't
it
know
gonna
why.
go long?
I haven't decided yet. I was going to do big handlebars like Paul from Orange County Choppers. You remember
Why
that
not?
guy?
Yeah.
Like all the way down. Like you do two long stripes, you know? Like all the way down.
Yeah, make
Or
it look
a
like
goatee.
you cure your own jerky.
Yeah, I've never had a goatee before, so I might do that.
Yeah. It might not look good. Prepare to look bad.
Well, we'll see.
Our faces, I realize, you can't just do anything.
No.
No.
And then you're worried your wife might not even like you anymore. You know, it's like, what if she only likes the beard?
Some wives start like that. Some wives don't even like you. Thanks for coming. If you've made it this far, comment chili pepper. That's our thing, eh?
Thank you for watching the show.
Or
listening.
comment Thai curry chicken. And,
Comment a thumbs up if you've made it this far. Nobody's ever commented because they never made it. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, this is like the terms and agreements. Like if you make it to the end, you actually get $10,000.
Or a blowjob.
Hey. See ya. Thank you so much. God. K-Town.